Namaste and welcome to day 13 of our Yoga Somatic Movement class with me, Aura. Let's open the class by chanting the Shanti Mantra. If you know the mantra, you can chant along. If not, just close your eyes and receive its pristine vibrations. So, joining our hands lovingly in front of our heart, let's begin. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschin Dukhabhag Bhave. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. And let's take in a couple of neutral breaths. Feeling the abundance and the unconditional love of the universe available to each and every one of us. And today we will continue our study of the 7 Hermetic principles or laws. 3. The principle of vibration. Nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates. This principle embodies the truth that everything is in motion, everything vibrates, nothing is at rest. Facts which modern science endorses and which each new scientific discovery tends to verify. And yet, this Hermetic principle was enunciated thousands of years ago by the masters of ancient Egypt. This principle explains that the differences between different manifestations of matter, energy, mind, and even spirit result largely from varying rates of vibration. From the all, which is pure spirit, down to the grossest form of matter, all is in vibration. The higher the vibration, the higher the position in the scale. The vibration of spirit is at such an infinite rate of intensity and rapidity that it is practically at rest, just as a rapidly moving wheel seems to be motionless. And at the other end of the scale, there are gross forms of matter whose vibrations are so low as to seem at rest. Between these poles, there are millions upon millions of varying degrees of vibration, from corpuscle and electron, atom and molecule, to worlds and universes. Everything is in vibratory motion. This is also true on the planes of energy and force, which are but varying degrees of vibration, and also on the mental planes, whose states depend upon vibrations, and even on to the spiritual planes. An understanding of this principle with the appropriate formulas enables Hermetic students to control their own mental vibrations as well as those of others. The masters also apply this principle to the conquering of natural phenomena in various ways. He who understands the principle of vibration has grasped the scepter of power, says one of the old writers. And now that we have read and understood the third principle, the Hermetic principle of vibration, let's now take inspiration and wisdom from the Bhagavad Gita. And today we will go with chapter 8, verse 13. Om ittekaksharam brahma vyaharan mama anusmaran yah prayati tyajan deham sayati paramam gatim. One who departs from the body while remembering me, the Supreme Personality, and chanting the syllable Om will attain the supreme goal. And let's just close our eyes, absorbing the wisdom from ancient texts. that spoke such pure truth and clarity that once you read these scriptures, you are not the same person. You change, you grow, you become a different person, someone better, someone high vibratory, someone who is more open to learning, more open to the teachings of the universe, open to getting closer and becoming one with God, open to realizing that all of us are one. The one is all and all is one. And now bring your hands together in front of your heart and begin to rub your palms together to generate heat. Once you have generated enough heat between your palms, place both palms over your eyes and blink a couple of times. Then spread that heat gently over the rest of your body. Bring your palms together once again and slowly open them to resemble the budding consciousness which you are. Then gently as you open your eyes, look at your palms lovingly. Namaste. So when we begin the classes, especially today, we started with the Shanti Mantra, and the Shanti Mantra begins and ends with Om. So what is Om? Actually, it is pronounced in ancient times, it was pronounced as Aum. Each of the syllables were pronounced, and it is said that Aum is the creation of sound as the earth revolves around the sun. So, since we covered today the principle of vibration, think about it in this way. This is a very simple way to understand a concept that may seem difficult to understand or may seem alien to you. Basically, if you look at yourself right now, your perception is that you are still. Your perception is that everything around you is still. Your perception is that the environment around you and the world around you is basically still. But the reality, the actuality is that us being on the planet, currently the earth is not only rotating on its own axis at a speed of 1670 kilometers or 1000 miles per hour, but it is also revolving around the sun at a speed of 107,000 kilometers per hour or 67,000 miles per hour, hurtling through space. So, even though your perception is that you are still, the fact of the matter is that everything is in motion, everything is in movement, everything is in vibration. And that is the truth of the matter. So, at the time of when matter was created, when basically the ether or the light or air was condensing to form matter on earth, the sound of Om was created. That was a vibration. What is sound? Sound is nothing but vibration. Vibration at a particular frequency creates a particular sound. So when you keep chanting or humming Om, that constitutes as you reuniting or remembering that moment of creation when matter came into being. It is a very pure, high vibrational sound that is associated with your crown chakra or the Sahasrara chakra, a very pure sound that you can say, and it doesn't need to be related to a particular way of life or a particular religion. It's open to everyone. In ancient Egypt as well, even in the Rosicrucian school that has been adopted from the time of the Egyptian pharaohs, the word Aum was practiced even then. So keep chanting it. Now, what do you do in such situations where you find yourself thinking negatively, or you feel that you're feeling dull, you're feeling low, you're feeling depressed, you're feeling stressed out? Just chant this. If you don't want to chant it out loudly, you can always listen to it. There are a lot of free resources available to listen to the sound at a particular frequency in order for you to gain that pristine vibration that it is, and see the difference that it makes in your physical body and also in your mind on a mental stage. Now, I just quickly want to go through a story that I came across, which was actually very inspiring, and it changed uh, my thought as well. And this is of the story of Buddha's tooth. I'd like to tell you this story because it reveals something of the nature of Tantra. There was a merchant who was going on a long journey. His elderly mother asked if he could bring her something from a distant town. She had heard a rumor that they had Buddha's tooth, and she wanted him to bring it back for her. She had been told that if you had one of these teeth, you would become enlightened very quickly. She was elderly and did not want to die without attaining the rainbow body. She knew that owning this tooth of the Buddha would facilitate her ascension. The merchant told his mother that he would bring the tooth and left town. Then he got busy on his journey, and when he came back into town, he realized he had forgotten the tooth. On his way to his mother's house, empty handed, he found a dead dog by the side of the road and took one of the teeth, wrapped it in a beautiful silk cloth, and tied it with a ribbon. Mother, I brought you Buddha's tooth as you asked, he proclaimed loudly. His mother was so excited that she worshipped the tooth with fervor. She did prostrations to the tooth, invoking and merging with the consciousness of the Buddha. She soon became fully enlightened and ascended into the rainbow body. The moral of the story is that what we focus on, we bring into being. It doesn't matter that it was a dog's tooth and not Buddha's tooth. For to the merchant's mother, it was the focus she needed to attain self realization. So, as we have been talking about in the past few days, where you put your attention, that is where you go. That's even in the Bible, in the book of Proverbs, it says, what a man thinks, so he becomes. And even the other day, I was with friends and they were talking about, feeling guilt, feeling remorse for things that have happened in their lives. And at that point in time, I thought that it's so sad that we sit and we think such negative things about ourselves. And in my personal experience, thinking anything negative about yourself is not productive at all. There's nothing good that comes out of thinking negatively about yourself. If there are certain actions that you have gone through, certain things that you have done that didn't actually work out for your good in the long run, it was just a mistake and it was a lesson that you learned. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that every time that you think a negative thought about yourself, forget about negative thoughts about others. If you think a negative thought about yourself, you are actually just wasting your time and energy. You are bringing your thoughts down, you are bringing your vibration down, you are unnecessarily making yourself come down into what? Into hell, or what we read yesterday, which was as above, so below. As you think in your mind, so it reflects in your life. So even though you may have done things that you are not proud of, mistakes that you have made, don't think the negative thought. In place of the negative thought, as soon as you start thinking in, chant a mantra, chant something serene like Om. It will immediately raise your vibration. Your mind will cool down. You will be reacting to things more calmly. Life is not easy. Life in the modern world is incredibly difficult. And through no fault of ours, we are just surrounded by all levels of energy that is not in our control. No matter where you go, everyone is not of a sensible, non-judgmental, high vibrational attitude and mentality. You have to be the one to come from a place of peace, of a good mental attitude for yourself in order to get yourself to ascend, to not be stuck or anchored to what is happening in the physical world, but to ascend from it and start thinking in a more positive way. So, Today we are going to continue with our Sukshma Vyayam, recapping everything that we have learned so far. And we will come back and then we are going to continue with the third day of creation. On the first day, we had light. Then we had air. So once we come back from our Sukshma Vyayam practice, we will continue and see what was created on day 3 and what it means on a macrocosmic and microcosmic level, what it means on an esoteric level. स्थल तथा विशुद्धि चक्र शुद्धि. Stand with your feet together, hands to the sides. Tilt your head up and breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Bring your head back and breathe a couple of times. Very good. And the next is prarthana or prayer. Pull your hands up. Make sure that your thumbs are touching your sternum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And bring your hands back. Breathe a couple of times in and out. Excellent. And the next movement will be Buddhi Tata Dritti Shakti Vikasaka. Head all the way back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Bring your head back and breathe in and out a couple of times. And our next movement is Smaran Shakti Vikasaka. Keep your head straight with your gaze looking down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And breathe in and out a couple of times. And our next movement is Medha Shakti Vikasaka. So stand upright. Bring your chin down to the sternum notch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Bring your head back up and breathe in and out a couple of times. Our next movement is Netra Shakti Vikasaka. Tilt your head all the way back, focusing on the position between your eyebrows. Bring your head back, breathe in and out a couple of times. Gently. And our next movement is Kapol Shakti Vikasaka. I will demonstrate this first round. Puff out your cheeks with air, keep your breath retained, and then close your nostrils with your thumbs, bend your head down, and take a few breaths. We are going to do 5 rounds, counting 10 breaths each. Alright? Are you ready? Let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the last round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. Breathe out now. The next movement is Karana Shakti Vikasaka. I will demonstrate the first movement. Close your ears with your thumbs, cover your eyes with your index finger, your nostrils with your middle finger, and the other two fingers covering your mouth. Then put your chin to your sternum notch and breathe in. Now let's do it. Round 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the last round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Next, Griva Shakti Vikasaka. I will demonstrate this. The first 10 counts, you will move your head from right to left. That is one count. And then after that, 10 counts up and down for another 10 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And our next movement will be Bhuja Bandha Shakti Vikasaka. Keep both hands in Adi Mudra. I'm just demonstrating the first round here. Bring your hands up, thumbs facing upward, in, out and in. We'll do this 25 times. Let's begin. Hands in Adi Mudra. Bring your hands up, thumbs facing upwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Bring your hands down and breathe a couple of times. And our next movement is Koni Shakti Vikasaka. I'm demonstrating this round. Both hands in Adi Mudra and simply bring them up, down. Now let's start. Both hands in Adi Mudra. We are doing 25 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Excellent. Hands to the sides and breathe in and out a couple of times. And our next movement is Bhujja Vali Shakti Vikasaka. I'll demonstrate this round. Keep your hand out like this and up. Don't touch your leg or your head. We are going to do 10 rounds for each hand and then both hands together 10 rounds each. So are you ready? Come on. Keep the right hand, invert it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Keep your hand down and the left hand side, hand out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let's do it with both hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Hands down, good job. Breathe in and out a couple of times. And now our next movement is Purna Bhujja Shakti Vikasaka. I will demonstrate this first round. Keep your hand in Adi Mudra and then we will rotate our arm clockwise and anti-clockwise for each of the arms and then we will do both of them together. Let's begin. Hand in Adi Mudra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the other side, hand in Adi Mudra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the other way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Both hands now in Adi Mudra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You've worked hard, so take in a couple of breaths before we start the next movement. Our next movement is Mani Bandha Shakti Vikasaka. I will demonstrate this first round. Keep both hands in Adi Mudra. Bring them up and then just twist your wrists like this, up and down. And then we are going to bend our elbows and do it this way with hands in front of the chest. Let's do it for 10 rounds each. Hands in front of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And breathe in and out a couple of times. Our next movement is Kara Prashtha Shakti Vikasaka. Keep hands to the side. Now we'll keep our fingers together and move them up and down straight, and then bend your elbows and do that. You have to keep your fingers together in this movement. Let's begin. We'll do 10 rounds of each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Our next movement is Kara Tala Shakti Vikasaka, and I will demonstrate. This time for this movement, you will keep your fingers loose and separate from each other, and then lift up and down. And then do the same thing with your elbows bent in front of your chest. And we will do a round of 10 for each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And breathe in and out a couple of times. You're doing great. Our next movement is Anguli Moola Shakti Vikasaka. And I will demonstrate this round as well. Keep your hands with fingers loose and just hold it in position. Okay? And do the same by bending the elbows. Ideally, you're supposed to do this for 5 minutes, but since we are doing this, just hold it nice and loose. It will strengthen your fingers. That's what this round is meant for. And now bending the elbows, hold in the same position. Very good. Just hold it. Ignore any outside noises. Let nature be nature. Just focus on your inner world. Very good. And our next movement, the last one for the day, is Anguli Shakti Vikasaka. I'll demonstrate. Basically, for this movement, you need to keep your hands in a claw-like position, or what I call a starfish position. We will do it straight and then by bending the elbows as well. Basically, you want to strengthen your fingers, okay? And keep this position in hold. Ideally, you should be doing it for 5 minutes, but I'm just going to keep it for 30 seconds almost for each movement. It will, the longer you hold this position, strengthen your fingers, your wrists, your arms, which is great when you actually start doing yoga movements. Good job. And now bending the elbows, hold the same position. And now that we are back, how does the practice feel? Are you feeling rejuvenated? Are you feeling better? Are you feeling confident in your own body? Once I started practicing Sukshma Vyayam, I felt more confident. I had deep social anxiety. I found lots of problems with even trying to process simple things that were happening in life were becoming very burdensome. Once I started doing the Sukshma Vyayam, I started feeling a lot better, started feeling calmer, started becoming more productive, more creative. One of the things that I missed because of so much of stress was that the creative side of my mind had shut down. When you are in survival mode, when you are traumatized, when you are trying to survive on a daily basis because you're always bracing for impact based on the trauma that you are going through, the creative side of your mind shuts down and you're just in survival mode. And once you start doing these exercises, once you start meditating regularly, you will find that you are able to be more creative with your decisions, with your reactions, with the decisions that you're making. Things will start to flow more smoothly. So now let's learn about day 3. We learned about creation. Day 1 was let there be light, and day 2 was the sky, the beginning of the blossoming of human consciousness. And now day 3. In the biblical creation, let the water under the sky be gathered to one place and let dry ground appear. This is along with the third hermetic principle of vibration. Nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates. With regard to human consciousness, it symbolizes the formation of a stable sense of self and identity. At the macrocosmic level, it's the emergence of dry land that represents the formation of a stable physical foundation. On a microcosmic level, for humans, this stage corresponds to the development of a stable, coherent sense of identity and personal foundation. According to the principle of vibration, everything is in constant motion and vibrates at its own frequency. This includes not just physical matter, but also energy and even thoughts. The differences between different forms of matter, energy, and mind are the result of varying rates of vibration. So, as we have seen, on day 1 was let there be light. First of all, let there be light was just a thought that centered on a particular vibration, and that vibration being at that particular frequency created light. Now the light starts to condense. Other light forms, they start coming together and condensing. Human consciousness is being formed. By day 3, you have movement of thoughts. Movement of thoughts. After light, after the sky is created, the human consciousness, now you have water. You have the condensing of light into air and now into water. The condensation of air into water is creating more density, as you are beginning to realize, as per the next principle of the Hermetic laws, or the Hermetic principle number 4, as we will see tomorrow, is going to be polarity. Now there's a split. Now there is a division becoming polarity, and we as human beings are dual personalities. We are both physical, or the condensation of light, as well as the original spark that was created, that I had mentioned day before yesterday and yesterday, which was the zinc spark created when male and feminine energy come together to form a new creation. All right, so we will cover that tomorrow. For today, we will close our class. So, join your hands together in front of your heart. Keep your eyes closed. If you know the Shanti Mantra, you can chant along. If not, just close your eyes and feel the pristine vibrations. Keep your focus centered here. All right, let's begin. सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And now rub your palms together to generate heat between both palms. And when you have generated enough heat, cover both your eyes and blink a couple of times. And then gently spread that heat over the rest of your body. Bring your hands together. Open your palms to represent the budding consciousness which you are. And as you open your eyes, gaze at your hands. Namaste.